Hello everybody and welcome back to this new first look map tour of the Old Stream Farm by Black Sheep Modding. This is a brand new mod map released on the Giants mod hub this past week, and it's been a map that's been on previous versions of Farm Simulator. It's been converted over by Black Sheep Modding. Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of a look at it. So straight away we start. Lovely farming location over here. This is our farm. And as you can see, there's what looks to be a horse stable. That might be cows. Chickens. Yeah, it looks more like cows. You've got pigs. You've got the sheep. Okay. Looking at the map. Quick overview of the map. Yeah. Quite like the fields are quite small-ish, looking at them. But there is plenty of weird and wonderful shapes to them. A couple of squarish fields, but there are some weird and wonderful. Just nice to see. I like to see maps coming out with more irregular fields, shall we say. I know people hate it when I criticise maps for having square and rectangle fields, but it's just a bit easy. A bit too easy for map makers to do squares and rectangles. I wanted to see them challenged. So we step out of the farm. Nice bits and bobs here. I like, again, Black Sheep Modding. A lot of stuff. Get in the house look. Sleep trigger there. It's weird, you know. Giants removed the ability to enter any of the base game houses models on their map. So Giants' houses don't let you go in them. At all. You know, Elm Creek, Hout Baylor on Erlengracht can't enter the houses on any of Giants' maps. So when modders come back, start adding interactive houses, it's just like, oh my god. What a unique and wonderful feature that is. Just be open there, got a ladder up here. Wooden stuff stored up here. Obviously workshop trigger. And there's your chickens. Over here we've got cow. Then more doors that can be opened. Cow bar. So all your cows, your Angus, your Limousines, your Holsteins, your Brown Swiss. Loads of stuff. Big silage clamps back here. Making your silage. Slurry trigger there for getting your slurry out. Milk pickup obviously over here next to the cow pen. Up here and dip into silage bunker there by the looks of it. I don't remember if I played this map in FS19 or not. I don't know if I played it for any length of time. But you're up here. It was one of those maps that when it came out, it was quite unique because it was different from obviously the map we got in FS19 from the start. Lovely little map that let you use a lot of small equipment. was ideal for using some of the smaller equipment that you wouldn't have used on maybe Fellsbrunn and Ravenport. A lot of storage at the main farm, obviously. So again, plenty of places to park equipment, vehicles, and various bits and bobs. If you want to, a nice silo over here. Got tip and fill location in the same spot. Silo is empty. That's one thing I have noticed so far on all the kind of mod maps that are coming out for the game. Now. None of them are giving you any freebies in the silo. You don't start with any crops already in the silos. Whereas in FS19, on all the mod maps, you'd always get a little bit of stuff to start out with that you could either use straight away for your animals, or you could sell it, get a little bit of money right off the bat, give yourself a little bit of a boost from, you know, the 100 grand you start with here in New Farmer. Notice and the map authors aren't doing that this time around. I don't know whether that's because on Giants maps you don't get any freebies either anymore. But yeah, it's something that I've noticed on the several maps that I've looked at now here in FS22. Look round. So we're kind of here in the town. So you've got obviously farmers market, restaurant, tailor's shop, spinnery, grape processing. Got your railroad silo. So there is a train now that runs round. Rent the train, dairy. GCHB grain elevator, grain point there, vehicle shop, bakery, over here, biomass heating plant, debris crusher, lime station, another train silo down the bottom here, got animal dealer sales, grain mill, gas station, and train to Ortenburg. Sawmill, carpentry, rent train, sugar mill. Is there a BGA? Found a BGA yet? Gonna have a look at the prices screen. Biogas plant. Ah, yeah, over here. Find a way in. Again, a couple of silage clamps, very nice. Run around the back of it just to check, see if there's collectibles on the map. I don't know if there is. So loading point for your silage and stuff there. Okay. So yeah, there is a BGA on the map. Very useful. It's just not marked. Not actually marked. Only get 164 grand to buy the land. Interestingly, there appear to be an option to buy the BGA. I wonder if that is something that comes in when you have the money. So let's add a bit of money to a test, live test, everybody. Okay, so yeah, once you buy the land, you get access to the BGA. Right, okay. Now it appears on the map as well. That's perfect. Okay. Makes sense. Yes, it's looking map, this. Again, if we go and have a bit of a tour up above the map. See. Again, it's one of those maps that gives me one of those nice cozy feelings, because again, you've got like this, feels like it's a lived-in place, you know? Because you've got all these houses and buildings. Does it feel like an actual lived-in area of the world? Done a nice job with the field, with the map border. You don't just end up with the here is monsters edge of the map thing. Although on the downside to that, when map makers do the map border like this, you do lose a lot of actual canvas that could have been playable. You know, could have had fields. Could have had fields on this area. Could have made. You could have actually like scaled this map up to fill the fill the canvas a lot better. Made all the fields, then the whole map bigger. But don't. Obviously, they have a reason for doing what they do. Now we've got Sawmill down here. Got your area over here with your lime, your stone crusher, and your biomass heating plant, as we've seen. Nice river that runs and snakes its way through the map. Plenty of pine trees if you want to cut some of those down, do a bit of logging. Got your animal dealer out here for buying your animals, selling stuff to the animal dealer. Fuel station for obviously getting fuel. Very nice. Helps when you run out of fuel. Be able to buy some more. Wind turbines on the map. Spinning very slowly. It's obviously not a very windy day today. Like bridges. All these bridges that go over the river. Very nicely modelled. Come down here obviously to the vehicle store where you buy your equipment and service your equipment. Again, more of the sell points. This obviously is our farm to start with. Having a bit of an aerial view of our farm. Don't start with many fields though, sadly. You only start with 2. Always find that's a bit hard, especially in like New Farmer where you have such limited cash to start with. They only give you 2 fields. If you're playing this game on like seasons with several days, it makes things very slow. Because once you've done your 2 fields, you're then like, okay, I have to twiddle my thumbs a bit. I think it would be nicer if we started off with a bit more land on some of these maps in New Farmer. Compensate us for the fact we don't have a massive starting budget. That's the GCB8 grain elevator there for selling a lot of your crops. And I like the train track that runs around the map. It doesn't just disappear off the edge of the map at the first chance it gets, like on Giants maps. You can see inside his factory. Again, I know Black Sheep Modding tried to give you this kind of realistic thing where the buildings, you can actually look into the buildings. Almost a little bit like a 3D view. Churchyard. Where we buried the bodies of all our AI workers that got stuck. Trees. It's a feels a little, you know, if you're into the maps like Palmston and that, you know, you want a bit of a change from, you know, Elm Creek or whatever. It's a little nice that you do that. It's a different type of farming because, like I say, you're not going to need massive equipment because the fields aren't overly huge. So you can kind of get away a little bit with using some of the equipment you probably wouldn't use on other maps. When when we start getting the real large maps coming out from various map makers and mod makers, you'll probably lose a little bit of this. No? Here's like a placeable area, so you've got room for placing more of your own stuff. Want to? So again, people who start in Farm Manager, start from scratch modes and don't want to have starting farm, there's room to come and place your own stuff. Definitely a nice little map. Again, probably would be very nice to play in multiplayer as well. If you had a couple of people, just a couple, you don't, not a massive server load. If there was just you and a friend or you and a couple of friends, you could probably play this map quite happily amongst yourself. So down here. Yeah, back at the starting farm again. It's a nice starting farm that kind of gives you everything to start with. Got a cattle pen, you've got a sheep pen. You can get into animals early, but again, you've really got the land to be able to get all the stuff made for them. That'd probably be a bit of a struggle. Fly back through the town. what's this area? Let's have a look. Oh, it's the stables. This is where the horses are kept. Okay, so you got to buy the stables, but there is one in the map. Okay. Until you buy the land, you don't get access to the stables. They also, horses make manure. Very nice thing. So yeah, if you want to do horses on the map, welcome to. Again, for nice sheds. Quite opposite some at the farmers market sell. So yeah, old stream farm from Black Sheep Modding has been converted over FS22, and it is available, like I say, from Giant's in-game mod hub on all platforms. PC and console players have access to this lovely, wonderful map. Have a quick look at the starting fleet of equipment. So small tractors, they give you the Fendt 511C, medium tractor John Deere 7810, the Deutschfahrt Topliner 4090 harvester, Schaefer front loader, 2017 pickup truck, class 12,000 litre trailer, obviously 6 metre header for the harvester, a 1.2 metre plough. Not a fan of that. 2.5 metre cultivator, 3 metre seeder. So yeah, small equipment, very small. A couple of weights as well. So, you know, you're not going to be turning massive amounts of dirt right on the game start, because tiny little stuff. But as you've got tiny little fields, it kind of probably works out for itself, doesn't it? Come up here. This is you've got a nice grass area here. Your animals, your cows, like I say. Then you go past the cow area. And then this is your second starting field over here, which doesn't have anything planted on it. That's interesting. So you start the game with 2 fields, but no crop. So you're not harvesting anything to start with on the map. Normally, you get a couple of fields to harvest straight away, don't you? On other maps, because you're starting in August. Old Stream Farm doesn't, so no freebie harvest to start the game with. You're going to need to seed straight away. Probably going to have to then go do contracting, but contracting price is fantastic. Not fantastic. Could be quite a challenge to get started on this map if you started in New Farmer. It's going to take you a full season. You're going to have to play for a full season before you're actually harvesting anything. And then you're going to have to wait for the sale price. So it's going to be into... You're going to be into year 3, effectively, or year 2, depending on how you calculate things. You're going to be into year 2 before you're selling your first harvest. So it's going to be year 3 before you're really getting started with things. That could be quite interesting. Could be a very you know, it's going to be a map that any success you make is going to be well deserved, because you will have had to have grinded for it. You will have had to have done the grind. You will have had to have worked and worked like a crazy person. But yeah, a very nice map. Like I say, it's nice to see mod maps coming out, slowly trickling out now for the game on the mod hub. I'm tending to only review the mod hub maps at this point in time. I know there are a lot of maps on third-party sites and floating around on other places on the internet, but the quality of those is somewhat questionable. So I'm tending to stick the stuff that has at least been through the Giants Q18, and if they feel it's good enough to be included in the game and on the mod hub, then there's a chance that the map probably is okay. It's not going to have any glaring issues or errors or anything that's going to really harm your enjoyment of the game. Whereas again, third-party websites, Facebook groups, Discord groups, that sort of thing, I'm tending to avoid maps floating around on those at the moment, because I don't have enough information on the mod authors to be able to say whether or not they produce quality work or not. And I'm not going to download absolutely everything and you know, end up and find out I'm wasting my time because I'm downloading and reviewing rubbish. So at the moment, I'm going to keep my mod reviews to my map look core videos and map look videos on mod hub releases and releases from known modders, respected mod authors that have a, resume and a portfolio of work that you can look at and go, yeah, these people make good stuff, or this guy makes good stuff, or this girl makes good stuff, So yeah, I've had a look at Black Sheep Modding's old stream farm map. Nice to see a few more mods coming out from Black Sheep Modding. Love to see them bring over the T-Rex from FS19. And of course, things like the Big Brute for the Welker Farms fans out there. I believe they're linking up and doing something with Mapper's Paradise, because I know Mapper's Paradise have announced they are doing the they're converting Welker Farms map for FS22. That should be out fairly soon. But I believe there was also some announcement that I think Black Sheep Modding are going to be producing the Big Bud mods for that map, because at the moment we don't have any Big Buds. Big Buds have not reappeared. Giants have not converted them, posted them for FS22. No one else has done any official, when I say official, I mean mod hub, downloads. I know there are Big Buds floating around on, again, third-party modding sites, but again, the conversions of those and the quality of those is somewhat questionable. So I'm tending to wait for something more official before I start downloading and looking at and using any of those. I do believe, like I say, I do believe Black Sheep Modding are making the Big Buds, are making Big Bud tractors, which are going to release alongside the Welker Farms map from Mapper's Paradise, the FS22. So watch out for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Black Sheep Modding will be coming with some more stuff to the game very, very soon. But anyway, for this map look review video, I've been CWATTY. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave your like for me on the video down below. Leave me your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so, to see more great content from me. And don't forget to share the video everywhere you can, with everyone you can. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. Bye for now.